As a nation located in Israel's geopolitically unstable region discovers itself, surrounded by adversarial, each of their neighbors could be a missile steer clear of starting a fight with countries publicly opposing its. Israel's proximity to its existence opponents have led to an ongoing possibility of missile attacks in retaliation. Please leave a like and subscribe to our WarpSpeed channel, because it's very hard to make videos like that. The country has created a cutting-edge defense shield, a strong anti-missile system that can working continuously and efficiently thwarting rapid missiles. This technological marvel is not only protects its skies, but also acts as a representation of fortitude and how frighteningly innovative is Israel's air defense system. What are its possible implications of Israel's most recent advancement for the protection of its armed forces capacities? Accompany us as we investigate how Israel puts its powerful air force to the test defense framework. Since Israel's 1948 saw the adoption of the Declaration of Independence, the nation has taken part in several disputes and has used a variety of tools to protect its boundaries. In the Arab-Israeli War of 1948, Israel was dependent on World War II surplus weapons, mostly mortars with small arms and basic SOS armored vehicles. From 1956, Israel, France, and the Situation UK launched an offensive against Egypt, displaying what the Israeli Air Force can do. Managing a range of aircraft. Britain's Centurion tanks were essential to ground forces in Israel during the 1967 6-day. Significant changes were brought about by war, including Israel's triumph is partially attributable to French fighter jets Mirage 3 during air supremacy. The conflict also included utilizing T-54 and T-55 tanks manufactured in the Soviet Union. The 1973 Yom-Kippur War brought forth advanced weapons, including those made in the United States fighter planes, highlighting the value of anti-tank missile systems, especially the Soviet RPG-7 missiles in the hands of Arab armies. Advanced quickly to the turbulent 1990s, a time when the Lebanese group Hezbollah rained rockets into the people of northern Israel centers, displaying a severe and unanticipated security risk for the defense of Israel forces. The ongoing danger posed by these rocket assaults forced Israeli authorities to consider the formation of a short-range but as an anti-missile system. Talks pertaining to this undertaking, U.S. defense officials stated what transpired valid relates to the establishment of a strong anti-missile defense infrastructure was a significant accomplishment that raised concerns regarding financial limitations and the significant resources it would require. In reaction to these disputes, the Ministry of Defense in Israel started a difficult journey of investigate and develop. This project was characterized by unwavering commitment and cooperation between specialists, which ultimately produced the blueprint regarding the future Iron Dome. This innovative defense mechanism that not only symbolizes Israel's steadfast dedication to defending its citizens but also serves as evidence of its ability to innovate and adjust in light of changing security risks. The Iron Dome project's momentum started construction in 2004 after Brigadier General Daniel Gold took charge. Of the Division of Research and Development. Gold was a part of the Israel Defense Forces, strong supporter of the anti-missile project that goes so far as to avoid army procurement guidelines to ensure financing. He was also instrumental in mobilizing governmental backing for the endeavor during the Second World War. In 2006, in the Lebanon War, about 4,000 rockets were fired struck northern Israel by Hezbollah, including the third largest in the country, Hyperspeed. This rocket assault caused the 44 Israeli civilians have died, and when asked, about 250,000 Israelis are set to depart and move to different regions in the nation. Roughly 1 million Israelis were forced to settle in bomb shelters or surrounding locations during the more strife in the southern area. Over 8,000 missiles were launched without discrimination into Israel from Gaza in the years 2000-2008, mainly by Hamas. The great bulk of these rockets were launched from 122 meters away. Grad launchers that were brought in cover, giving them access to the Gaza Strip, larger range in comparison to other launch techniques. This circumstance presented a significant risk to the security of the nation and its people, with almost 1 million Israelis living in the south falling inside the range of the rocket in February 2007. Amir, the Minister of Defense, selected Israel's Iron Dome as defense mechanism to counter this brief menace's range rocket. Since then, the TUA system, worth $210 million, has been created thanks to the combined efforts of Rafael's cutting-edge defense mechanisms and the IDS. Iron Dome is a magnificent construction of the defense sector in Israel. Rafael cutting-edge defense systems are a complex system designed to identify and get rid of different aerial dangers, such as nearby rockets, ballistic missiles, and artillery shells. Since its original implementation, the Iron Dome has established a standing for its remarkable effectiveness in intercepting approaching dangers and providing effective protection to Israeli citizens and essential military resources from the Rocketeer's peril and missiles. Essentially target. The Iron Dome's main purpose is to intercept and neutralize the direct dangers presented by close quarters missiles. These threats usually consist of artillery shells, 155 meters m, and rockets with a roughly 70-kilometer range. 43 mi is the equivalent of what sets the Iron. What sets it apart is its steady operational efficiency, independent of external circumstances like day or night, unfavorable weather, or the concurrent existence of numerous dangers. This flexibility and dependability emphasizes how important it is regarding the domain of missile defense, particularly in defending Israeli regions and their residents. At its heart is the identification and radar tracking, an essential element, serving as the system's watchful eye that was jointly developed by an Israeli defense company called ELTA and on Israel Aerospace subsidiary, the Israel Defense Forces, and industry. The vital duty for this radar system is of identifying when an incoming dangers and consistently monitoring their flight paths, that it offers exact information, serving as the basis for which the interception of the Iron Dome. The battle is based on calculations, administration, and a weapon control facility functions as the strategic hub of the Iron Dome was constructed using Rafael's cooperative efforts with Israeli software company Est Systems Business. That this command hub coordinates the system, executes each maneuver expertly, analyzes the information obtained from radar, carefully assessing the theft direction of the threats that have been identified inside the BMC at that exact moment. For the launch of a missile is decided based on the current trajectory of threats. It is the functional brain that powers the system's quick accuracy and exceptional efficient defense system. The last missile is a piece in this puzzle firing unit, which is essential when spotting approaching threats. Its primary duty is to initiate the Tamir interceptor missile. A missile that Rafael created has sophisticated electro-optic detectors and several steering fins, offering remarkable dexterity and accuracy, usually found in each Iron U. Confined 3 to 4 dome batteries launchers with a maximum of 20. This setup of interceptor missile successfully displays the system's remarkable ability to oversee several engagements that concurrently emphasize why it matters for missile defense. The Iron Dome's effectiveness is remarkably woven into its smooth operational procedure, exhibiting the well-balanced incorporation of technology and synchronization of the ELM's radar system. The Vigilant Sentinel in 2084 is the skies, which it constantly scans airspace in an attempt to identify the launch of approaching dangers and sees vital first trajectory information, vital for the accuracy of the system's intercepting computations. After the radar has provided the essential information for the Conflict Control Center for Weaponry Management, enters the picture and processes the data obtained from the radar, carefully assessing the trajectory of the threat that has been thoroughly identified. An essential checkpoint is assessment, figuring out if the threat is actually presence or risk to a specific area. System initiates the start of interceptor missiles solely in cases where a verified as a real threat. A verified threat materialized. the Iron Dome immediately leaps to action and an interceptor missile is fired quickly to snoop on and offset the incoming danger before it materializes as expected. Influence region of the outstanding Tamir missile's ability to maneuver around permits accurate interception, improving overall system performance efficacy that establishes the Iron Dome in addition to conventional air defense missile systems are its cutting-edge deployment style, as opposed to centralized systems in which every parterre grouped collectively in the Iron Dome deploys, each in a decentralized fashion. Launcher runs on its own and is capable oft controlled from a distance using a secure wireless link, which is dispersed configuration provides improved adaptability and flexibility, which makes it remarkably able to adapt to changing threat situations remarkably. Reports suggest that every urban area with an Iron Dome battery an area of about 150 square km, highlighting its remarkable reach capacity. This dispersed strategy corresponds flawlessly with the Iron Dome's primary goal of providing comprehensive and efficient defense against a range of changing aerial dangers. But on October 7, 2023, Israel was taken aback by a very extensive missile attack by the Palestinian militant group based in Gaza. The group Hamas fired thousands of shots. Missiles fired at multiple targets throughout. Reports state that Israel, while preceded is evident that details are not available. More than 3,000 rockets were able to enter the Israeli defense and resulted in an estimated 1,300 Israelis answered this. Israel immediately launched a counterattack assault and formally announced the war. Next day, Israel will take on Hamas. Has chosen strategically to present its latest version of the advanced laser defense system into the ongoing dispute. Israel's foray into laser weapon technology started in the middle of the 1970s when its military experts located the laser's ability to improve their defense capabilities, operating in collaboration with a vital Israeli defense companies like Israel Aerospace Industries and Rafael started working together. A quest to investigate the useful applications. The use of laser technology in military first priority was to grasp the essential ideas behind laser weapons and looking into possible defense applications considering their restricted resources and comparatively simple knowledge about lasers at the time. Their main focus was research leading to the creation of basic prototypes, where a key early accomplishment was effectively evaluating the first gas dynamic laser in the 1976, yielding roughly 10 kW of power. In spite of the difficulties and intricate details, this established a strong basis. Future developments in laser weapons maintained the goal of using high-energy lasers, acting as a defense mechanism. Israeli artists' inspiration. The turning point for the defense industry during the Lebanon War of 1982, which brought munitions were guided by precision as a crucial tactical tool, indicating a change in the direction of more sophisticated and accurate weaponry in Israel. Started in the mid-1996. Second significant foray into laser weapons. Working with the United States, Israel started a promising military campaign. The main objective of the laser system project was to develop a close-quarters missile defense laser system using chemical dimmer fluoride-based laser technology. The system was anticipated to produce up to 2 megawatts of adequate power for absorbing artillery rounds and unguided rockets. In 2014, saw the Israeli Defense and Mid-Aerofil Corporation unveiled the Iron Beam, referred to in Hebrew as Karen Barzel and officially known as Magen Light or Shield, which is notable for its innovation air defense using directed energy. Weapon system's main goal is centered around concerning eavesdropping and neutralizing short-range dangers, such as mortar shells, artillery, and rockets, with a remarkable range of operation reaching a maximum of 7 kilometers. It enhances the Iron Dome, is an expert in catching missiles fired from longer lengths of the Iron Beam. Moreover, adaptability includes countering unmanned aerial vehicles, are strengthening their occupy the sixth essential position inside the integrated missile system of Israel defense mechanism, in addition to Arrows 2 and 3. David's sling and the Iron Dome beam system uses a fiber laser in order to generate a focused energy beam that it can function either alone or in tandem with a greater air defense arrangement. The procedure comprises identifying threats by means of a monitoring system and tracking a vehicle's platform to start engagement. The unique benefits of weapons with targeted energy, such as the iron beam as opposed to conventional missiles interceptors, are expensive effectiveness, reduced capacity to fire continuously, minimal human resources, and operating costs intervention, in addition to eliminating the matter of debris from interceptors, reducing the possibility of debris falling every interception into areas that are protected. It's noticeably more economical, approximately $2,000 for each shot, in contrast to the $100,000 to $150,000 for each firing associate interceptor connected to traditional systems. In it was stated in 2016 that the power levels of the laser and the iron beam were in the range of tens of kilowatts. Despite particulars weren't made public, revealed projections from 2020 indicated that the iron beam might efficiently combat targets up to a distance of 7 km away from it, could destroy unmanned missile helicopters and mortar rounds inside approximately 4 seconds of interaction, using its 2 high-powered fiber optic. Looking ahead to 2023, there are lasers anticipations that energy levels could possibly surpass the 100 kilowatts threshold, enabling the system to accurately direct its beam to the size at a distance of 10 kilometers. The creation of iron beams began with 5 years spent in development and research with a solid-state laser focus, Rafael, with principal support from the Israeli Ministry of Defense, as well as other assistance from the USLID. The charge in designing this system and the components of an iron beam battery are similar to an air defense radar, an order, and a control panel, 2 powerful laser systems that were meant to be mobile in function on its own. It was eventually changed to a stationary system as a result of issues about power and weight accessibility, which this modification enabled fusion with the Iron Dome framework. Lowering total complexity from the Starthy plan was for 2 laser guns to produce. There are still 100 to 150 kb of power in Israel. Extremely worried about Iran's alleged the issue of nuclear ambitions has resulted into escalating hostilities between these 2 countries. The recent revelation of Iran's the Fatah hypersonic missile has been successfully launched worldwide recognition, mostly because of its extraordinary and unique skills. The 2-stage solid Fatah missile, Iran's fueled creation, is noteworthy for its remarkable range, reaching up to 1,400 kilometers, and an incredible terminal speeds ranging from Mach 13 to Mach 15. But what really makes it unique is its revolutionary spherical motor. The warhead is dependent on solid fuel. Has a retractable nozzle. That unique design not only improves its speed, but it also gives it the capacity to execute accurate maneuvers in several paths, guaranteeing efficiency in diverse environmental. This advanced hypersonic, in the right conditions, ballistic missiles considerably exceeds the capacity of conventional ballistic missiles. Extraordinary speed not only extends its range, but also significantly diminishes potential targets' reaction time and enemies, making it a powerful complement to Iran's military arsenal. Among the missile's most remarkable features is its incredible flexibility, which allows it to both inside and outside of the Earth's environment, changing to accommodate atmospheric parameters and altitudes. This flexibility offers a degree of intricacy of defense systems trying to snoop on it, as the missile's rapid changes in trajectory make its difficult target. Iran asserts audaciously that this ultra-modern hypersonic ballistic missile able to defeat every anti-missile system in place defense mechanisms, indicating a significant increase in Iran's missile technology. If these capacities the hypersonic missile from Fatah could be a substantial obstacle to global missile, possibly even defense architecture difficult systems, such as the Iron Dome. The Iron Dome was intended to move more slowly. Dangers with foreseeable paths might encounter a more intricate and less trustworthy opponent in the swift Fatah supersonic missile. This trend is getting more intense. Worries about the area adding a new aspect of the security environment. The military might of Israel and the development of technology is well-renowned, and the nation's most recent developing the cutting-edge laser system referred to as the Iron Beam has strengthened its reputation of the Israelis. In April 2022, Defense Ministry and Rafael declared that the Iron Beam had effectively interception of drones, missiles, mortar rounds, and anti-tank missiles. This was a noteworthy accomplishment considering the system's operational range, which is extremely efficient over smaller distances ranging tens of meters to several hundred kilometers. Of success for the Iron Beam arrive at a critical juncture given the worries regarding the accessibility of Iron Dome projectiles to fend off assaults. Deploying the Iron Beam quickly was evident. Andy Bennett is the Prime Minister. In February 2022, it was announced that Israel designed to implement the system in October of 2022. Rafael stated that it could require 2 to 3 years to reach complete operational. The 100 kilo weapons deployment in May. Rafael revealed the Naval Iron in 2020-3. Beam, intended for installation on ships. The Naval Iron Beam emits 100 kilo of power across a number of kilometers to safeguard vessels from dangers like unmanned aerial vehicle swarms and anti-ship missiles. The naval version maintains the same turret dimensions and can be adapted for integration onto ship superstructures or containerized modules, enabling deployment as needed. The Naval Iron Beam is expected to become operational within 4 to 5 years and will first be equipped in the Israeli Navy's Reef-class corvette. The Iron Beam's precision and cost efficiency in addressing close-range threats like mortar and rocket attacks are some of the most significant advancements in this system. Its short-range capabilities are particularly noteworthy given the Iron Dome's primary focus on longer distances. With Israel's ongoing conflicts with neighboring nations, the Iron Beam system's contribution to the country's military capabilities is undeniable. The Iron Beam system's cost efficiency is a significant advantage, with the cost of intercepting a target being only a few dollars. A stark departure from the Iron Dome's approximately $100,000 per interception. This substantial reduction in the cost per interception represents a technological achievement and a significant financial benefit to Israel's defense efforts. Although initial commitments to deploying the Iron Beam system were made in 2020, official confirmation of its operational status has yet to be publicly disclosed. The secrecy surrounding the program may arise from the laser weapons sensitivity technology and its use in defense mechanisms. However, the looking forward to the system's complete incorporation into Israel's missile protection abilities are still discernible in the Iron Beam system. Significantly increases the multi-tiered missile defense system in Israel. Supplementary frameworks such as Hetz-Chav, this layered Qasim, and the Iron Dome method guarantees thorough coverage and flexibility to different missile threats that demonstrate Israel's steadfast commitment to defending its territory and its citizens, who possess an Iron Beam short-range capabilities of the apparatus gives one a tactical edge in tackling near-range dangers, such as attacks using mortar and rockets. Remarkable accuracy and expense effectiveness of the Iron Beam system's potential advantages go beyond Israel's borders, with neighboring nations comparable dangers from a short distance. This could be advantageous for projectiles. The Iron Beam system in technology represents a noteworthy advancement in missile defense technology based on lasers and has the capacity to completely transform tactics for missile defense. Thank you for watching. Everyone, you continue to be here. Click the link to your screen to view additional of our videos. I hope to see you there.